being scared of bejesus out of my mama for church. We had a good time. It was a very good message. Basically about, I can look up the different, cause I have it. Y'all, it is kind of humid right now. That's crazy. I have to go to Rose's right quick to see what they have. But today's lesson was a great call to everyone. And it was just talking about how John the Baptist was a loner and how people, said that he was demonic just because he was by himself. And, God sent him and people didn't recognize him for who he was. And how God's people are held accountable for rejection of God's people. It was good. So he had a layer of lessons. It was the great invitation, which is come to me. That means that everybody can come to God. Nobody is exempt. All you have to do is accept that invitation. Okay. A great promise. I will give you rest. Okay. And when people think of I will give you rest, they probably immediately think of death. But that means that he relieves us of certain things in life. And at that time, I needed that. I needed that lesson. A great reward. You come loaded and God takes that load. He will take that load. He will take the heavy burden. And then it was a great duty, which was take my yoke, which when he speaks of yoke, he's talking about his teachings. It's just, today was good. So I know I have not blessed you all with a fiercely love in a while. So that's what I'm gonna do since it is Sunday. Today is day 57. It starts with us. It's my people who are called by my name humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and heal their land. That is 2 Chronicles 7:14. God looks at the posture of his people. The passage outlines an attitude of humility and repentance. Without love, you can be utterly right while being horribly wrong. Our land needs healing. This healing begins with us. And I was just talking to one of my friends about just the state of the world in its entirety today. Not just, Baton Rouge, not just Louisiana, just in its entirety. The stuff that you see on TV, it reminisces of a movie. And a bad movie at that. Just how people are so lackadaisical in taking others' life for the most minute and craziest things, people not being able to control their emotions and be emotionally intelligent when it comes to things of this world, and understand that something that happens in your life is temporary. It's not a state that you will be constantly in. So that breakup of that male or that female, that is not a reason to take somebody's life, because if you really wait, the right person will come along. That means that person wasn't for you. Has bemoaning the evils of our day gotten us anywhere? The Bible is clear that a shift happens when we change our posture. It starts when God's people humble themselves, pray, seek God's face, and turn away from their wicked ways. Do you realize how powerful this is? It doesn't matter who is in power. Listen, that's for the world today. It does not matter who is in power. It doesn't matter what legislation is passed. My God, today, if we don't need that any other time in this world right now, with everything that it seems like we're seeing on TV, that's something that we need, y'all. That is something that we need. The world, we feel like is in shambles, but this is something, like I said, whether it be relationship, just life, everything that is temporary. It's temporary, and it's gonna come and it's gonna go. And I tell everybody who it is something to be concerned about with what's going on in the world, but also understand that the God that we served the first time that man was in office is the God that we serve today. So it's no difference. It's no difference. So take that time out. You know, don't stress. You give that to God. And like my grandparents would tell me, when you give it to God, you don't need to pick it back up, okay? Because Jesus got it, okay? If you honestly giving it to him, you have to give it to him in its entirety, not temporary, in its entirety. Hand it over to him and let it go, okay? Frozen, let it go. Oh my God. This man almost got hit, y'all. Those little bikes are so dangerous because people are so low to the ground in actual cars. And I don't know if he's even supposed to be riding it in, I don't even know if he's supposed to be riding it in the street like that, but he is zooming througI city, okay? Not sweeping, he's zooming through the city. I hope I get a close parking spot. I had to turn off that air because it was cold. They say Roses Express. I wonder what's the difference. That's crazy. Okay. So, let me park here. Then I'll be able to finish. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it says, do you realize how powerful this is? It doesn't matter who is in power. It doesn't matter what legislation is passed. We don't have to turn everyone else from their evil deeds, but simply remove the log from our own eyes, then act accordingly. Transformation begins as we own our issues and choose to live truthfully. Transformation is not measured by the truth we know, but is reflected in the truth we live. So, you know, you can quote Bible scriptures all day long. However, you can listen to gospel music all day long. However, if you are not actively doing something in your life to show it, it's Casper the Friendly Ghost. And understand that you could put on that facade for the people of this world. However, okay, when it comes to God, he knows your heart. He knows your mind and he knows your intent. Love is key in our process of transformation. Without the factors of faith, hope, love, transformation is impossible. This lack of love is the very reason that there has been a move from holiness and transformation. Each and every day is another chance to follow Jesus and be changed in his likeness. Because I am fiercely loved, I am not afraid to own my issues. And that's something that a lot of people are afraid of. And that's owning your issues. And I think some people feel like by owning their issues, the first thing that they teach us in psychology is, well, you know, lying to yourself is a sign of insanity. But also something that they teach us is that you have to recognize the issue before you can actually begin to go about trying to, you know, devise a plan to resolve it. So in doing so, that's the only way that something can happen and something can come about. Other than that, it's just like, it's a waste of time. It is a true waste of time. You have to be able to assess and be smart in that assessment. And I know some people, you know, is it hurtful? Is it painful to come to realization of, you know, your flaws, your issues, things that you need to change in life? Absolutely. Because, you know, but it is hard. However, by recognizing it, that's when you begin the process of change. And that's the only way you're going to be able to change. So that is the day 50, whatever I said it was. And I will be posting that. Like I said, church was good. It was a good message. I feel good. I am about to go get me some rest. My daughter, she did cook. I think she told me she cooked a roast when I left earlier today. So I'm about to go in here and get some mashed potatoes. And I know she had, I think she did greens too. I don't know if she had any cornbread, because I'm hard when it comes to eating greens without cornbread. Because greens and cornbread had a fight. And greens not cornbread, out of sight. Listen, if you all do not know that song, that is the most hilarious song. And when did I learn that song? Greens and cornbread had a fight. Greens not cornbread, out of sight. Greens stole cornbread, that's all right. And I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Y'all have to go listen to that song. That song came from, Lord, when I was younger, I forgot what station played that. But that is something that is in my mental Rolodex that I probably need to not have there. But yeah, I have it there. And it's a problem. So I'm trying to fix my clothes before I go in. My mom told me I was dressed cute today. So, that's a win for Hazel. This is the lady who never matches. But I'm just cute, So I'm done. Not for the day, but we're recording. I'm not going to record in there because people be looking at you very strange, when you record in places like that. And I might be going to East Fashion Metro. I don't know what time they open up. I probably don't need to go in there because I don't need to be spending money. So they don't open till 1. I'm not going to be in this store for no 30 minutes. I'm literally going up here for a few things and I'll be right back out. So probably won't be going to East Fashion, and I'm not going to City Trends because I don't feel like driving it for back down. But